and they win the NFC South.
What's good, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to the show. This is our Tampa Bay Buccaneers Midseason Award Show, where we will be giving out 7 awards ranging from Defensive MVP of the season so far to Most Underrated Player to Favorite Moment. That is what we're going to be doing on this award show. Before I begin, I just want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with me through this halfway point of the season. Content, I've been trying to keep it consistent, and you guys have been there receiving it and elevating it to another level. So appreciate your guys' support of the channel. Honestly, truly, from the bottom of my heart. Before I begin the show, I do want to give a shout out to Duvin for the fit for the evening. Come on. Come on. If you have not gotten anything from the first 2 Duvin collabs with the Buccaneers, hey, they don't miss. Every piece is a hit. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this award show. First award we're going to be giving out is the Unsung Hero Award. This is a guy who does not get talked about enough in my eyes. A guy who has been very consistent, very solid, very reliable, but yet is not a talking point. So, a Baker Mayfield would not be considered an unsung hero, and Emeka Egbuka would not be an unsung hero. Our unsung hero for 2025 so far, Ben Bredeson. So Ben Bredeson, he's played every game, which for a Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive lineman is a difficult feat in 2025. The only other guy would be Graham Barton, and that's it's been a little shaky. But Ben Bredeson, starting the year at center, because Graham Barton was playing left tackle for Tristan Wirfs, very solid. Very solid. No complaints, no snap issues, just it was good. It was good. It was nice with Ben Bredeson. Once Tristan Wirfs comes back, Graham Barton moves back to center. Ben Bredeson moves back to left guard. Hasn't missed a beat. I would say through the whole season, when you're talking about health, changing positions, he has been the most reliable guy. The most solid guy. Like, you know what Ben Bredeson is going to bring to the table that day. He's not consistently getting beat. You don't see him on the ground much. He's just there doing his job. And whatever the team asks of him, he's stepped up to the plate. So once again, Ben Bredeson, shout out to you, sir. Next award we're giving out is the Biggest Shock of the Year award. And I'm very proud of this player, of this man, for just ignoring what he probably saw on social media over the last couple years, and now is rated the best cornerback in the NFL, number 1 of 113 qualifying cornerbacks. Jamel Dean is our biggest shock of 2025 so far. I think I said it. I mean, playmaking. That was the hit on Jamel Dean. Is, yeah, he can get some pass breakups. He won't get beat a ton, but he's just not a playmaker. That's what it was. I don't know what is going on with this thing. He is doing everything you want from a cornerback. From the playmaking, allowing extremely low passer ratings, shutting guys down. There's nothing bad you can say about Jamel Dean up to this point of the year. There isn't. And people were ready to write him off completely, saying when the Bucs drafted Benjamin Morrison in the 2nd round, if Benjamin Morrison was healthy, he was going to start day 1. I remember those comments. I read those comments on my channel. I tried to steer people away a little bit, just saying like Dean is a Bulls guy. He's going into a contract year. He's never been bad. He's just not been a playmaker, which can get very frustrating at times when the ball hits you dead in the hands and you can't catch it. It's frustrating, I know. My prediction was that maybe around the halfway point of the season, Benjamin Morrison would take over, and that still is wrong. Right now, they're just, at some points, you'll see McCollum and Morrison on the field. Maybe McCollum and Dean. Maybe Morrison and McCollum. Like, Morrison and Dean. Like, it is a shock. It is what Jamel Dean has done so far this season. All right, the next award we're going to give out is Rookie of the Year. And our Rookie of the Year, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, but actually I'm skipping the drum roll. It's Emeka Egbuka. Come on. Want to give a shout out to Jacob Parrish. Want to give a shout out to Benjamin Morrison, Elijah Roberts, Tez Johnson. This rookie class has been fantastic, and we didn't even get to see from David Walker, who Jason Light was saying he was the most excited guy that he wanted to see on the field because of injury. We haven't even seen him yet. But Emeka Egbuka, taking that receiver in the first round, having the confidence, they knew they were going to get backlash from the fans because of what the defensive performance was last year. They said, this guy is a Buccaneer to the bone. His personality, his work ethic, his mental traits, he is a Buccaneer. And they sent it. They put that pick in, full confidence, and look how it has turned out. What would the Buccaneers' record be without Emeka Egbuka on this offense? Think about that first game. 2 touchdowns, close win. That second game, touchdown, close win against the Texans. The Jets game, the Seattle game. What would the Bucs' record, honestly, without Emeka Egbuka? No doubt. Huge shout out to all the other rookies. They've been phenomenal. But this guy, Rookie of the Year in Tampa and across the entire country, he's been the best. All right, our next award is going to be Favorite Moment. So, our favorite moment of 2025 so far. This one's very opinion-based, but mine is Baker Mayfield scrambling in Week 2 in NRG Stadium against the Texans. Close game, late. Coming up clutch. Scrambling for a first down. Getting tackled. Grabbing his ankle. Everyone's like, oh my goodness, is he hurt? Is he hurt? And then Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who has since been released from the Texans and put out a post on social media about, oh, I'm looking for a job and I'm thankful for all the team that's given me an opportunity. Baker Mayfield hears that guy talk, gets up, starts talking, starts rapping right back to him. That is my favorite moment. So it just explains this Buccaneers team to the core. And Baker Mayfield, what he's displayed, I mean, there's that one. There's the one against San Fran. Plenty of moments from Baker Mayfield, but that was my favorite one, and that has been my favorite moment so far this season. All right, next we are on to the MVPs of the year so far. First up, defensive MVP of the year so far goes to Vita Vea. I don't see how you can really disagree with this one so far through the year. Of course, if Winfield keeps building off what he did last week, I mean, yeah, like it can change during the end of season award show, but mid-season, the way the Bucs have been able to limit the run, there's a couple rough games against the Lions. Seattle had some success running the football, but overall, Vita Vea has been the best player, the most important player, in my opinion, on this Bucs defense, limiting the run. He has a couple sacks. He's just been that guy in the middle, doing what Vita Vea does, doing what almost nobody else in the NFL can do. Every time I watch a opponent's preview of a game with the Buccaneers, the first thing they always say is, oh, we got to go up against Vita Vea. Everyone knows he is that guy. He is our defensive MVP of 2025 so far. All right, and next up is offensive MVP. Our offensive MVP of 2025 so far probably will continue to be that way towards the end of the season is Baker Mayfield. Of course, he's the quarterback, but he's everything. He's the mentality of this team, of that locker room, of this city. Baker Mayfield. What else do you want from the guy? Playing at that MVP caliber level, last couple weeks playing through injury, still getting the job done, even though it hasn't been pretty, even though the offensive line in front of him has been in absolute shambles, still finding a way to get it done. How can the answer be anything else other than Baker Mayfield? These game-winning drives, coming up clutch. 3 guys trying to tackle him at the same time against San Francisco. Breaks out of it, gets a first down. A couple plays later, throws a 50-yard bomb to Tez Johnson. He has been everything for this Buccaneers team and has led them to this 6-2 record. If he's in the talks for the NFL MVP, how can he not be the offensive MVP of our Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Next award is going to be Game of the Year. There's been a lot of fun games, a lot of stressful games. Hope you're taking your heart medication. It's probably aged me by 10 years. But this one is the one that's aged me the most. That is the Seattle game. (38-35) comes down to the end, back and forth the entire way. Big plays, splash plays from both sides. Both quarterbacks throwing for over 300 yards. I think Baker had almost 380. Ibuka showing out. It was just a beautiful game. And that's just the game itself. Not to mention the uniforms, the aesthetic look. It was just such a fun game. And yeah, to all the people, all the Bucs fans that were out there, there were a ton of y'all. Y'all saw a great one. One to remember, one for the books. So Bucs versus Seattle, that 38-35 win is the game of the year so far. Last award we're giving out is Play of the Year. Building off that Seattle win, this one, definitely another one where you guys may have different opinions on it. Plenty of offensive splash plays, but the one that came to mind and was like, man, that was a moment. It was, in that Seattle game, Levante David's interception to basically seal the game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when that defense just looked like it was giving up touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. Literally, when you look at the drives, it was like touchdown, touchdown, touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks get the ball back. If they drive down the field, they pretty much end up winning that game. But Levante David, another Mr. Buccaneer, comes up clutch, gets that interception, holds onto the football, sets the Bucs up in good field position, and Chase McLaughlin is able to kick that game-winning field goal in Seattle. That is the Bucs' biggest statement win so far this year. When you look at their opponents, the level of their opponents' records, that Seattle win in Seattle is an impressive win. To go toe-to-toe the way that they did with the injuries the Bucs had. Yeah, Levante David getting that interception, that was a moment. At least for me, play of the year, that's a moment because of how much I love that player. Will stick with me for a long time. That's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the award show. There will be another one at the end of the year. I had fun time actually making this video. Did not feel like work one single bit. Writing this down, thinking back about the players, the plays, the games. Just enjoyable. Very enjoyable and satisfying to make this. So hopefully the video actually has a pretty good performance and you guys enjoy it. Leave your comments down below if you guys, obviously, like I said throughout the video, these are all opinion based. If you disagree, if you agree, whatever you want to let me know down in the comment section below, I'll read it, I'll respond, entertain it. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Go Bucs. Hope y'all have a nice, relaxing bye week. Y'all have a blessed one.